Hi, my name is Stuart Crenny and I'm the Asia Pacific Director for CV, a global Christian charity founded in the UK with offices and projects worldwide. We're involved in a wide range of activities in the area of mission and ministry, but central to our work is introducing people to the Christian faith and helping Christians and churches engage in their communities online. And our digital content engages over 1 million people each day, often resulting in life-changing conversations with people from all around the world. And the big idea that I put to you today is that security of the internet is essential to trust, and that trust is essential in ministry. While other factors shape our daily lives, tech shapes and mediates the way we communicate and engage in community. For the user, this has the power to form trust or diminish trust, and at the center of this is privacy and security issues. This is important because not everyone enjoys the freedom to practice the most sacred aspects of their lives. We need greater confidence in security verification and greater transparency around how privacy is safeguarded to build trust in the whole ecosystem, to ensure that religion and ministry has a place in the way technology facilitates conversations and community to build free and flourishing societies.
Hello, my name is Trevor McKeeman. I'm the founder and CEO of Hitchpin. Hitchpin is a digital marketplace that connects farmers to the products, services, and customers that they need. We're similar to an Airbnb or Uber, only in food production. So why does this matter? We've got a population that's going to hit about 9 billion people, and we're going to have fewer farmers. So unless we figure out a more efficient way of both food production and distribution, there is a chance of real challenges in the global food supply. And then on a personal level, you've got farmers that love their work. They're getting pushed out of it. You got rural communities that depend economically on these producers. And ultimately, everybody eats. So access to food and the quality of food really matter for everybody. We couldn't build what we're building without the sort of technology that's out there now and the internet and really a freedom to operate. I appreciate forums like this intersection of tech and policy and entrepreneurship really matter. I've had a chance to work in all of those different environments. I was in DC and worked on the Hill for a member of Congress. I've been in large companies. Hitchpin is my third tech company. And if you look at the data, it's interesting. Most new job creation is from smaller companies. So it's incredibly hard to start a company. And if we think about it from a policy perspective, it's really important that policies help and not hurt these companies as they're trying to get off the ground. Hitchpin is growing really quickly. We have listings now in 48 states. This hasn't been easy, but the team is really motivated by the idea that we're doing something good for the broader population. I really appreciate, again, the opportunity to speak at this event and look forward to the conversation.
Hi, my name is Maurice Turner. I'm a technologist working in the field of election security. For me, it's simple. One voice equals one vote. And the only way for that simple process to be enabled is through strong encryption. That's because in our democracy, secrecy and accountability are absolutely necessary. They both rely on trustworthy security, and trustworthy security relies on strong encryption. The challenge is when we need to transition from a secret ballot cast by a voter to an accountable ballot that's counted by the public. That's the period of the greatest vulnerability in our democratic process. Federalism further complicates that process. Local election officials across the country run their own elections, and typically they're not going to be consistent from one jurisdiction to the next. Security relies on some level of consistency. And I think we can all agree that strong encryption should be consistent. Now, we're not just enabling new technologies for the fun of it. We're doing it because confidence is the foundation of democracy. Issues may drive voters to engage, but it's confidence in the process that actually drives voters to cast their ballots. We've seen a great expansion of voter access, especially over this past year. That expansion requires additional security of a broadening number of ways and the amount of time that voters can vote. But it's worth it. So let's look at it this way. Investments in strong encryption are investments in our democracy. Thank you.
As the pandemic forced schools, colleges, and universities into emergency remote teaching, keeping students safe online is proving to be a challenge. First, the educational supply chain is complex. Schools provide far more than educational services. And after the schools closed, we could easily see the hidden stakeholders and partners, including nonprofits, healthcare providers, private companies, and ISPs. Schools function as community hubs, and personal data are collected and exchanged at every transaction, including social security numbers, health records, private, valuable data that are increasingly targeted in ransomware and cyber attacks directed specifically at schools and districts. Second, there are three C's in schooling that impact secure communications: curricula, coaches, and context. The curriculum is what children learn, and today that usually includes offline and online materials. Coaches are the teachers, parents, and caretakers who each have different but complementary roles in guiding learning. Each can introduce software, applications, and hardware, not always in a coordinated way. Context impacts where and how students learn, the resources they have in a school, access to the internet at home, devices, financial security, and support at home. These three C's impact how and which data are shared with schools. Third, strong digital competencies among school teachers are not yet the norm. Thankfully, the conversation has shifted from how do we replace teachers and administrators with technology to how do we empower them to become stewards of technology. This leaves us with three questions to ponder as we prepare to build back better systems of education. First, who are the education stakeholders that need to be involved in developing solutions? Second, how do we consider curricula, coaches, and context in relation to secure communications? And third, what training will be required for teachers and administrators to keep students safe?